I'm going to find the video, 1989 All-Star Race, and put it on.
That's when I got bit. My thumb got bit.
Yeah, and I want you to tell the story
we won
about
the fight
that.
in the race.
Oh, yeah, there you go. So
coming off of 4, Rusty hit Darrell Waltrip. And, it's arguable, but when you look back now.
The Winston. It's
for $200,000.
Exactly.
Now you make that for 10th.
Yeah.
So anyway, he did hit him. He knocked him through the grass in the infield. We won the race. And as Rusty was coming down pit road when he was going to go into victory lane, Sandy Jones, he worked over there. He was a crew chief at one time, but he was on the Todd team. He kicked the side of the car. So here goes Todd Parrott. He was my tire carrier. Later, championship crew chief with Dale Jarrett.
Yeah.
So Todd carried my tire, indexed my tire. So Todd elbows Sandy. He was running behind the car, and he sees him kick the car. So then he just throws an elbow. So he turns loose. Sandy turns, and then it all ensues. I just turn and look, and there's Todd and Sandy. So I go to get Sandy off of Todd. He's got him pushed up against the trailer, and so I reach to get him and pull him away. When I do, he bites my thumb. I got 2 pairs of gloves on, and back then there was no mechanics wear. I went to the sporting goods store and bought baseball gloves.
Right.
So I had on 2 pairs of gloves. He bit my thumb, and he bit it. He wouldn't let go, and when I was trying to get my thumb out of his mouth, his head was jerking back and forth. Looked like I was hitting him. But I wasn't. He had my thumb in his mouth. So the next thing I know, their body man, the guy that painted cars, he gets me in a headlock. So he pulls me away. My thumb comes out of his mouth. He pulls me down out of the way, and he's got me in a headlock. Well, I'm hot and sweaty. My headpiece comes off, splits both my ears right there. Split them. They were both bleeding a little bit right there. But my headset comes off, and he looks up at me, and where'd he go? And he's holding my ear headset, and I'm over here. When he looks up, he had on some shades. I was already right here. And I tore into him, and I hit him, and he went down, and we looked back up. All that was left was that rod that was hanging on his ear, and the rest of his glasses were gone.
So I'm showing it now on the screen.
And I tore into him, and then I think a 7-foot guard picked me up and just walked away with me. I said, I'm good. But it's like baseball. You just don't it's your team.
So
I didn't mean anything about it. And next day we laughed about it. I went over to Sandy. I said, biting? There's no biting in racing. What are you biting me for?
Yeah.
All right, so here it is on the screen so our viewers can see what's going on there. And there's some of the melee there in the pit area.
It happened quick. I was giving Bruton Smith a earful in victory lane, and I didn't even know who Bruton Smith was at the time. No.
And so there's DW explaining.
He was saying, Rusty, I hope you choke on that money.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Well, the next day, Raymond Beadle brought us all $2,000 apiece cash. And he told me, he said, that's for winning a race, not to fight.
Oh, nice.
Right. It's your bail money.
All right. How about that?
So I made a couple grand.